This is the Let's Go Blues Minute brought to you by Puckdoku, the original hockey doku. Now here's your host, Jeff Ponder.
Then Kyrou to the middle. Quick pass to Thomas, shoots, and he scores! Thomas wins it! 11 straight, ties a club record.
And when was the last time this happened?
Marner around behind and a centering pass blocked, and it's a 2-on-1 the other way. O'Reilly and Tarasenko. Ryan O'Reilly scores! It's 11th heaven in St. Louis.
The St. Louis Blues tied a franchise record with their 11th straight win, 5-4 in overtime against the Pittsburgh Penguins at Enterprise Center on Thursday night. The Blues matched the Winnipeg Jets for the longest winning streak in the NHL this season. The Jets accomplished this feat January 22nd to February 26th earlier this calendar year. The only other time the Blues won 11 in a row was from January 23rd to February 19th, 2019, the season they went on to win the Stanley Cup. St. Louis moved 2 points ahead of the Minnesota Wild for the first wild card spot into the Stanley Cup playoffs. Robert Thomas scored a .212 of overtime on the power play after Pittsburgh defenseman Chris Letang was penalized for slashing with his wrist shot from the left circle, beating Tristan Jarry top shelf. With the goal and an assist on the evening, Thomas extended his point streak to 7 games, tallying 3 goals and 12 assists in that span. Jake Neighbors scored twice, Jordan Kyrou had a goal and an assist, and Jimmy Snuggerud had an assist for his first NHL point in his second game for the Blues, who are now 42-28-7 and have also won their 10th game in a row at home. The other goal scorer for the Blues was Pavel Buchnevich, adding his 16th of the season. Although it's quite the accomplishment, head coach Jim Montgomery was not happy with how the end result was achieved. The Blues held a 4-2 lead until Rickard Rakell scored at 11:15 of the third period, and Rutger McGroarty tied it with 25 ticks left on the clock to send the game to OT. Montgomery said, quote, "We have won all different kinds of games, but I'm not happy that we were up 4-2 in the third and we went to overtime. We have to close out games. We have to get better." Speaking of getting better, Joel Hofer had a rough night. 24 saves on 28 shots, so a higher shot count than he's used to recently. But if you watch some of those goals, ones I think he probably could have had, including not covering the puck on the second goal, and I did not like his angle on that fourth goal. St. Louis forward Dylan Holloway sustained a lower body injury in the first period, obviously a huge loss for the Blues. The winger was checked in the offensive zone by McGroarty at 17:09 and took another shift after the 18:46 mark, but did not return. Jim Montgomery said there would be an update today on his status. Next up for the Blues will be the Colorado Avalanche at 6 o'clock at Enterprise Center on Saturday to close out their 3-game homestand. Although it's unlikely, there's a chance the Blues can catch Colorado if they keep this play up. With 5 games left for both teams, the Avalanche have an 8-point lead over the Blues for the third spot in the Central Division. The Blues will have to likely win out to make this a reality, with games remaining against the Jets, Oilers, Kraken, and Utah Coyotes after Saturday's game against the Avalanche. For Colorado, they will have the Golden Knights, Canucks, Kings, and Ducks remaining on the schedule after Saturday's contest. All time, the Blues have posted 78 wins, 69 losses, 11 ties, and 8 overtime losses against the Avalanche and Quebec Nordiques franchise. This season, they are 2-1 against the Avalanche, winning the past 2 meetings between the two teams.
Wait, Jeff, one more thing.
Well, let's get into Puckdoku. Yesterday's winner was Bill. He's been on quite the run lately. Uniqueness score, he beat me by 7 to my 14. His best play, and the best play overall, came in the Minnesota Wild and played in the NCAA square. He played Dieter Kocken at 0.1%. No idea if I am saying that name correctly, because Bill has done it again. He played a guy I've never heard of. The goalie appeared in 21 NHL games, posting a wonderful 1-11-1 record with a 3.96 GAA and 862 save percentage. One of his most memorable moments, though, came while he was playing with the BC Icemen of the UHL in 1998-1999. Yes, that is the league the Missouri River Otters played in, for those of you local. Koken scored a goal against the Winston-Salem IceHawks. Gotta love being able to call out a goalie goal anytime we can. One other quick note, I wrote about the experience that was the PWHL Takeover Tour that took place in St. Louis last weekend. Keep a lookout for us on social media for that article, which will be posted on Heavy Hockey Network, which can be found at heavyhockey.com. It should be available at some point this weekend. Follow us on socials at LGB Radio. Have a great one, everybody.
This was the Let's Go Blues Minute powered by Puckdoku. Remember to tune into Let's Go Blues Radio, the original St. Louis Blues hockey podcast and webcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, hosers.